Alright guys, I'm gonna flesh this raccoon right here, and I'm gonna take my time. First animal I flesh this year. This raccoon ain't worth nothing, so I'm gonna start with him practicing. Oh, there were sheaves down in the trash, I'll get it. So what you want to do is put your raccoon up here on this board. Now you want to get him good and tight. Alright. Now I don't do nothing to them. From their ears up. Just no real value there. Okay. So get him good and tight on there. Now they got some pretty thick fat membrane right here. This one may not, because he's a pretty young one. Just start with your knife, sharp side. And I've made my fleshing beam. So it's not the best beam there is. You can buy them. Make sure you keep them good and tight. Try to keep your knife as flat as possible. I need a bigger knife, because this one here, my beam is wider than my knife is. So I gotta spin him a lot more than I would normally. I'm gonna be careful not to rip any holes, cut any holes. Don't push real hard, let your knife do the work. It may take a little longer. But it may be a difference between a $1.50 raccoon and a 25-cent raccoon. If they sell it all. That's the thing nowadays. They ain't worth nothing. And that is some greasy fat right there. And it wants to stick to your knife. So clean your knife every now and then. Alright, now I'm going to spin him just a little bit so I can get this next little line. Start up here at the ears. I got the wrong side of my blade showing. One down tight. just a little too far. Here we go. Take as much of this fat and everything off you can. Yeah, this raccoon is still really blue. What I mean by blue, when the first prime, this hide right here will be white. It's kind of got a blue tint to it. So, I mean, they'll prime up pretty quick. And it's an argument between a lot of people. What causes them to prime? Is it cold weather? Is it the daylight hours during the day getting shorter? All your old timers, they'll tell you it's cold weather. They say that's why your water animals, they'll tell you that they prime up faster. I don't know. I've started trapping a lot earlier this year than what I normally do. About a month early. So usually whenever I start trapping, you'll still have some animals still not completely prime. So I wasn't surprised at all that this coon is blue. Now I'll find out easier about my beavers here when I start go doing them. I cut a hole right there. Good thing I'm trying with this coon, not my beavers. So this just went from $1.25, 75 cents, down to not gonna sell. Probably wasn't gonna sell anyhow. But he got my trap. He passed away. So I'm gonna do what I can with him. Around that hole there, we'll have to leave quite a bit. I have to get that with a knife. I'll take his cheek meat off with a knife too. So what I'll do, I'll just get my little fillet knife here. Go ahead and knock his cheek meat off. Greasy little animals. Yeah, good thing I started with this old nasty thing. not my beaver. I'm gonna have to get my knife a lot sharper. Sharper your knife, the less likely you are to cut a hole. Don't make much sense, but that's the truth. Tighter your fur is, less likely. Before I start with my beavers, I'm probably going to sand my fleshing board down a little bit more. Try to get a little more smooth, you know. Now this fat right here, it's pretty soft, really. You can push it with the dull side of your knife. Now I'm going to bring the hide up to this leg right here. Still got my dull side. Work around this leg. Spin it a little bit. Still on the leg. Pull it down tight. Still got the dull side. Working that down. Spin it again. Get that leg up here a little bit. Taking much of that off. And go to the other leg. Start here. Push all that down. Spin it just a little bit. Here's my dog barking again. Spin it a little bit more. Right here's where I knocked that hole in. And if you see, it's down here right at the leg. I could have pushed that with my dull side and wouldn't have cut a hole. Sometimes you do a little too much, trying to get a little too much off. See, it's holding on pretty good though. That's why I was doing that. Pull that down tight. before I knock another hole. Alright. Once I get down to where I don't feel comfortable with it being on the head, okay, I got me a little clamp here. I pull it up, I pull it up a little further, clamp her down. Not a very clean rag I'm cleaning my tool with, but hey, all I gotta do is knock that fat off there. Get down here to the end. That fat is thick. Make sure you keep it flat as you can. Right here around the butthole and where I cut that hole in the hide. So what pays you to pull as much on your animals as you can, instead of trying to trim all the fat off. But this coon ain't worth anything anyhow. Get down here, just keep pushing, clean the fat off your knife. All the way down the leg. Now we'll have to hit that again for sure. Got some stuff holding on there, just a little too far down. We'll get it. What's going on here? He ain't wanting to slide up in there. There we go. Get all that meat to turn loose. Push it on down. Spin him around just a little bit. On his back now. rough stuff right there. Try to use your sharp side, get it down. Pull him on up. Clamp him down. Take it all the way down to the edge here. All the way down. Okay. Because if there's one thing worse than a holy coon, it is a greasy coon. Okay, so you want to get as much of this fat off here as you possibly can. So it don't matter if you got a triple X coon or a small coon. If they grade greasy, they grade greasy. I learned that last year. Thought I had done it good enough, but I did not. So I'm gonna try to do a lot better this year. And I done good on my beavers last year. Take it all the way down the tail here. Get as much as that fat and everything off. Okay, all the way to the edge of the hide. And you go pull some hair out with your knife on the edge, that's all right. Come right here. Put some pressure on it. Get that fat to release off that hide. As you see, some of this hide's turning white already. But right here, some more fat. bring it all the way down. Now a lot of that's gonna get cut out for an inspection window anyway. Alright. Now I got all the fat off this coon, except for just a little bit up here on the head. And I'll just take out, trim it off with my knife. Well, right there's a little bit I need to take off. Right on his neck right here. See that? I missed that. Probably got a little too worried when I knocked that hole in him. Let's see if we can take our sharp or dull end and knock that off. It's wanting to hold on some. So we'll just take our sharp end, scratch it down there. Then I'll just take this little bit here, just trim that off. Man, y'all didn't see nothing, did you? I just kept walking forward. Oh man, that's terrible. All that, huh? Oh well, I'll get you another one. So, hey, at least maybe you didn't see me cut that hole. I need to start checking and make sure y'all can see all that stuff. Terrible. Oh, shit. Like I said, at least it's a coon. Can't believe I just kept walking. Alright guys, y'all didn't get to see a lot of that, but sorry about that. But like I said, I ain't that great. I didn't realize I was walking. And it happens. Sorry about that. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how I stretch this raccoon here. So, knocked quite a few holes, or 2 holes in him. fleshing him. So cut my thumb with cleaning my knife there at the end. It was definitely razor sharp. So what you do, you get this coon, and you slide him on the stretcher. Here, I use wire stretchers. I ain't got into the board yet. This is a pretty small coon. So you want to get him even on this stretcher right here. All right. I start with the tail. Come on now. There we go. So you want him to be as centered as possible. Like I said, I start with the tail. Get that tooth bite in there. I pull him down. Okay. Keeping him centered. Flip him over. Come down. You got one leg. This is why I left that foot on there so much. Let me get a pair of pliers. Things are pretty greasy. So I take this and I poke that tooth through that foot. And I bring the other foot and do the same thing. Gotta get that right in there. Don't bite all the way through. It's just gonna slide down on you. Then you pull it down like so. Like I said, this is a small raccoon. Center him up here. Pull him down. Make sure he's center. And what I do, I take clothespins, I pull him down, and I put a clothespin on him. Okay. Put a clothespin on this side. You want them to be as close to being straight across as possible. Okay. Then, let me see if I can angle you down a little bit. Alright, right here's what I was talking about when I was flashing the inspection window. You just come up above the where the butthole was. You just make your incision right here. Then you just follow right down. I'm gonna cut that hole out that I made. Just follow him down the leg, just like that. Same way over here. Use a sharp knife so it's not all jagged. That way they can see the back fur like that. Okay. Luckily that whole area ended up on the belly, and that one's just there on the side, so it's still gonna downgrade it, but there wasn't much to downgrade from. It's blue. See that back Here I'm showing you a bloody paper towel. That's my blood. See how blue that is compared to that white paper towel? Now when they're prime, they're gonna be almost as white as that. So once you get them stretched out like this, you can just take your knife, scrape down, you see how that grease and fat I'm still removing. Same with the belly. Now this belly's actually priming up some. The belly, I believe, is what primes first, but don't quote me on that. Take it all. Take your knife down through there. Get as much of it as you can. Alright, there's still some little fatty spots on here that as it dries, I'll just take my knife and scrape it, and that'll get it off of there. So you might be able to get a little bit of it now. I don't know. Maybe risking too much. Why risk? It ain't worth nothing, right? We'll let it dry up. So all right, then all I do is I like to try to keep his tail straight, you know. Not something you can always accomplish. But a lot of times what I'll do, I'll just take a paper clip to the very end, right here, grip it. Then I'll just take me a piece of wire. And I'll just feed a piece of wire through that paper clip. Not paper clip, clothespin. Then I'll just bring that wire up here to the top of the stretcher. Just like so. Then that way I'll stay open. And that's it. I'll hang them up, and I'll hang them up from the top. That way all the grease and fat, as it breaks down, it'll run down to the head. That's where they don't use anything from the ears up, so that's where you want all your junk to go. So all right, then we'll call it that, and we'll talk with you later. Appreciate you.